So, okay, so I have my finals in like a month's time, and it's, as you can imagine, it's quite a stressful period. And they're very difficult exams considering they're an accumulation of everything that we've covered in medical school. And yeah, um, I had a thought the other day, and I remembered I actually did quite well on my A levels, from getting D's originally to then getting an A star at the end. Now, there were a few things that I did which really did help me, and I'm thinking today or over the course of, the next month, I'm going to start reviving some of those strategies that I used to get those grades in my A levels. So, let's see how it goes. So these are the last exams that I'll ever sit in medical school, which is a big deal because as I go on and progress through my career, I'll always remember these exams the way that I remember the last exams I ever sat for my A levels. I've tried various strategies, flashcards, making notes, buying notes, using notes from the year above, whatever it is, I've probably tried it because I've been at uni for that long. This year, I just want to revive the strategy that really did work for me during my A levels, and it's really simple when you think of it. Biology is very similar to medicine. One thing I noticed was that with biology, all I have to do is just learn, rope learn, memorize just heaps of information. And the way I did that was making posters, sticking them all over my wall, downstairs, in the kitchen, in the bathroom. Now, this is quite a risky strategy for exams, considering it's my last year, and these exams are probably the most important exams that I'll ever do. Actually, well, I think A levels were probably the most important exams that I've ever done. However, I have been thinking, like yesterday or the other day, I did have some doubt in my mind. I was thinking, is it really the best time to sort of experiment with revision strategies, and what if it doesn't work out, and what's going to happen then? So I think the reassuring thing is that I've sat exams for probably the best part of 10 years now, where I've actually paid attention to the exams I'm sitting, and actually studied for these exams. Obviously, you do exams in primary school, but no one really cares about SATs except I actually did. My mum forced me to study for my SATs as well, surprisingly. But anyways, so yeah, I've probably been doing exams for 15 years now, and in those 15 years, you get to try different strategies out, different things that work for you, different things that don't work for you. And one thing I've noticed is that I actually did really well in my A levels, given my circumstances, given my school, given my background. So yeah, it is high risk, but it's also high reward, I guess. Um, Fingers crossed. So that's one strategy. The other is watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now, weirdly enough, I won't be watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because they've actually removed it off Netflix, and I tried to substitute it with The Office, and I honestly found the humor, well, debatable. Anyways, what I've come across is F1, so Formula One, the documentary on Formula One on Netflix, and during my breaks I've been watching that to sort of keep me going, and it is quite inspiring to see. As cringy as it sounds, you can transfer some of that inspiration or that motivation into medical school. I'm at the stage where I'm asking myself, how has this been going so far? And I guess to sort of summarize, I'd say that I have printed out, quite a lot of pieces of paper using up my £45 printing budget that I've got remaining after all of that time that I've been at uni. I actually didn't realize that this account gets topped up because at Durham University we used to get 70 pence, which was far too generous for my liking. But here it's like £25. I don't even know what to do. I feel spoiled. So I've got £45 left now, and I've printed off about, I'd say, 50 to 100 pieces of coloured paper, and I still have plenty of money left over to just give away to people for free. But anyways, how has this been going? How has this strategy been going? I've been printing out a lot of my notes and sticking them up on the walls, and I think so far it's going okay. When I'm brushing my teeth, I look at drugs that I have to give in certain A to E situations and their dosages. So I guess I am actually recapping that information without having to sit down and go through cardiology again, or go through A to E emergencies again. The next step is to make sure that all of my notes are complete, and I really do focus on what really matters. So for example, I know that we could get asked about poisoning and prescribing in poisoning in one of our first exams that's coming up in a few weeks. So I need to make sure that I know all of the signs and symptoms of all of the different poisonings for all the different drugs, and then the management plans for that. And there's quite a bit to learn for that. It's not something that I sit down and learn and have read through and just remember. Other than that, I think it's been going okay. I've actually went through quite a bit of content. I still have some more content to go through. I feel confident in myself because I know that if I didn't stick them up on my wall, I would have had to go through them again, and probably a last time just before the exam. Whereas now I can read through a few of these once a day, whenever I'm in my room, whenever I leave my room, and it's done. The work is done. It's also been a good week. The weather's been nice, and I've been studying in my car at points because the library was actually too busy and too full, so I couldn't get a space there. So I've just drove to the library and not found a space, so just decided to study in my car because the weather was beautiful. But other than that, I think this week has been good. Managed to get a video as well, which lovely stuff. And yeah, I'm happy with it, and I'm happy with the progress as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I think that's the end of this video. But yeah, see you in the next one.